Amazing, bro. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's it. We are recording. Welcome, Jeff. Guys, welcome to the 26th virtual coffee meetup. This is a business connection virtual coffee. So today I've got my iced black coffee. I know Jeffrey's had his bulletproof this morning. Alan's just grabbed his. So you guys want to grab a drink, grab a cup of coffee, be my guest. You know, here on these calls, guys, we just connect, we just talk, we collaborate. Conversation about business, entrepreneurship. You know, maybe I can help you. Maybe others in this group on this call can help you with your business. You know, this is where you can network. Yeah, it's more like a go with the flow sort of situation. And this all started in the pandemic when we all shut down hardcore and we all were stuck at home. And this is like, it was like a bit of a hub for entrepreneurs to come to and just connect. So, guys, the microphone is all yours. Whoever wants to start speaking, catching up, talking about network marketing, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, wealth, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. What's going on, Jeff?
Let me jump in and kind of say this for people who are maybe new. When you establish your brand online, it's important to understand know, like, and trust. The know, like, and trust factor is absolutely important because if people know you, they like you, they trust you, they'll buy from you, right? So when you're building a brand, you essentially want people to be buying into who you are, okay? So that's why you want to produce engaging content. One of the things you can do that can probably help your business is segment the business by days, right? So let's say you theme each day of the week. Follow what the social media influencers do. For example, Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is not having to figure out what he needs to say on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Because Monday might be Motivation Monday. So again, that might be the day he's talking about different things that pulled him up from the bootstraps. You know, talk about it Tuesday. What's going on in the political realm? So what you can do for yourself is segment your days and make that day full of that content. So what it also does for you is it produces some clarity in the mind because you're less likely to be confused. If it's Wednesday, well, let me go out and find some post that's about wisdom, okay? Or when you find a quote or whatever that really speaks to you, maybe you do a quick 2 or 3 minute video and you just talk about what that means to you. Because you got to understand, most people, unfortunately, do not know how to think. They don't have adequate thoughts, which is why they don't do a lot. That's why they don't produce a lot. That's why they absorb our content. No knock to them, but at some point in time, they have to make the decision to be a producer more than a consumer. And us as leaders, you know, we're still followers as well because we produce content. We also look at other people's stuff because that's where we get some of our ideas and our creative strategies from. There's a reason why I still watch Grant Cardone. Why? Because this guy's worth way more money than me. Why wouldn't I be watching him and figuring out what is he talking about? How is he engaging with his audience, right? So the CASE is an acronym for copy and steal everything, right? If it's working, there's a reason why it's working. I'm not saying necessarily steal that person's work or content, but you can look at their ideas and say, you know what? I never thought about that. What's my version of what they just said or what they experienced? So for me, when I talk about some of the wealth building strategies that, you know, maybe some of my successful clients do, I might not have, you know, 17 properties that's worth, you know, $200 million or whatever. But I got clients to do, so I can speak from a point of, you know, here's some of the things that I'm seeing. Here's what some of the things that the rich and wealthy people are doing with their money and what they're talking about, right? Here's what some of their concerns are. Because somebody who's up and coming needs to be thinking like, if that's the thing that they're worried about, how can I prevent, you know, the headache, or how can I get ahead of their curve? So you have to start thinking about, you know, content and developing your strategies. And again, you can get you a planner, a physical planner. Digitals work great, but sometimes when you are writing something down, it creates more neural pathways and synapses in the brain because you're not used to doing it. As good as our phones are, sometimes they can hinder our creativity because we're so used to it. But when you have to actually write something out, then it changes. Think about every time you see Nick. If you look at his whiteboard, it's typically something different every single time. He's always writing things out. So sometimes you have to take all of this stuff that's in our brain, and you have to put it down visually so the brain can make sense of it, right? And then the brain is also working to become more creative because you have to write something down. It's like, well, okay, if it was possible, what would that look like? And then when you start to draw graphs and dots, all of a sudden, whatever it was in your brain can come to life. Because if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. But what starts is when you get it out of your head and you get it onto a piece of paper or something like that. That's where that shift comes. So that'll be my first couple of nuggets to you guys when you're on this path of entrepreneurship and branding is, start to jot some of this stuff down, follow what's happened, copy and steal everything. If you steal one idea, it's called plagiarism. If you steal a lot, it's called research.
Yeah. Love it, Jeff. Thanks for the input. I just did a little Instagram story. I'm tagging you guys all right now. Instagram, and I'm going to post it on Facebook as well. So check the stories. I don't have all of you on Instagram, so I found most of you, but I put your name in there anyway. So Jeff, amen. Appreciate you sharing that, bro. That's a good kick to the day. I got a lot going on in this whiteboard. I'm creating that social media influencer course. I can't tell you, show you all the secrets here, but it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. So what else, guys? Anyone can welcome Amy, welcome Yolando, welcome Bradley, one of the cool guys. Anyone can open up mic and speak?
I just got a couple questions, and I'll just be as blunt as possible. This is 100% new to me. I can 100% see the value in it, see, the lifestyle that, the people that I follow online, just the lifestyle that they bring and the information that they provide. It's great and I love it. So my big problem is, and I'll just be honest with you, I opened my insurance agency 2 years ago. Before that, social media for me did not exist. I turned off my Facebook. I turned off everything about 9 years ago now. I had zero interaction on any side of social media for about 7 years. And then whenever I went to open my insurance agency, I was like, you know what? I have to be on social media. But I didn't know how to use it. I still really don't know how to use it. I'm just now learning how to. I'm figuring out the publishing. And that's where my biggest hang up is, where do you start is, and getting over that, just that gut feeling of, just like everybody else talks about, either your content isn't likable enough, or you're not worthy of it, or whatever it may be, is, what was the turning point that made you guys just say, fuck it and do it?
All right, Eric, love it, man. I love it. I'll share my experience, and anyone else who wants to share their experience on social media, and maybe you can share where you guys are at as well. Like Eric has just opened up and been vulnerable with us here, guys. So, Eric, it just sort of like, I guess my social media influence and presence just came from consistency. If you go way back on my profile, man, there's some bad posts. There's some bad posts. There's some bad photos. I look like a fat kid. And I used to be I used to be a personal trainer. So I used to just post on boot camp after boot camp. I was screaming at my clients. You can try and scroll back and you'll see, if you go to my albums and my photos, you'll see a whole bunch of photos and stuff. But it just came from consistency. Now I did not know, and if anyone knows the .com secrets book, or Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels, stuff like that. If you guys, back then I didn't know the hook story offer. And that's really what I teach right now. And I believe, Eric, you know about hook story offer, and you can tell me if you don't. But, I didn't have a clue what hook story offer meant, nor was I doing it. But all I was doing was I was consistently posting on Facebook and Instagram. And so it just sort of built this flow. I just did fitness photos, my clients. I was just talking about my clients pretty much and what we were doing for the day. And that sort of built this online presence, and that's when I sort of started building a following, and that's some of the way I turned when I got consistent at that. I went from PT in the gym at Anytime Fitness to online personal trainer, and that was how I got all of my online personal training clients, was from Facebook. It was just from consistently posting for 3 years, and You know, all I would say is the biggest thing I would say to every entrepreneur who's just starting off, or anyone in general when they're good at social media, is just do a post a day. Just consistently post. It doesn't matter, like just starting off, it doesn't matter what it is, because you'll find out in your if you do 30 days, you guys might have heard they're doing Facebook Live challenge for 30 days straight. And if you went live or you did a post for 30 days straight, you'll really find out based off your friends and who you've connected with online, what's working for you and what's not working for you, based off the engagement you get, the likes, the love, the comments, right? So, you know, if you want to be straight up, Eric, and get, you know, fucking just do it. Just post consistently at the same at a similar time every single day, and just trial different things for the next 30 days. After 30 days, you can go, what worked, what didn't work, what do I need to change, what do I need to keep doing more of, what don't I need to do anymore, what do I need to stop. So, yeah, Eric, that's what I would do, bro. That's what I'd fuck it, just do it. And anyone else who wants to chip in there,
Yeah.
welcome, Melvin.
Yeah. Anybody and everybody, please.
Man, like, so let me kind of reiterate that, like, that, man, that is, the consistency is absolutely crucial, right? And plus what happens is, you have to understand, these social media websites, they have algorithms, right? So they are monitoring your activity as well, and you start to kind of rank higher on some of them just by playing. It's kind of like if you were a gamer, when you first start playing, you might be the worst person in the game. It's okay, you have a rank, but the more you play, the more you get a couple of wins here and there, you start to rank a little bit higher because somebody else is coming in and they're brand new, right? So just think about that as you are, you know, posting. And what he said is, you know, when you get consistent, you will start to figure some things out, you know. But what you're doing, you're still learning while you're doing it. You're still reading the .com secrets, the expert secrets, learn about copy, right? Learn about copywriting, study that kind of stuff, because when you do it, you're going to get some ideas and say, oh, you know what? I never thought about using some language like this, some verbal language when I'm posting. And then you start to get better over time. So like Nick, one of the things that I did, some people go out there and they clean up their social media, right? They take some of the old posts down, and even something like that is really good because Instagram and Facebook says, oh, okay, great. This guy's keeping everything fresh, taking this old unengaged content away. And that helps you rank as well because they see that you're managing. So when you're making posts or whatever, engage with the people who are engaging with you. So if they like it or if they comment, hop in the comment and start commenting back, because again, they see the fact that you're engaged, and that starts to help you rank higher. You'll figure some stuff out over time. I like the idea of the 30-day challenge, whether it's going live or creating a post a day. There's a reason why you want to get consistent with your timing, because you start to develop your audience, and most time people are really routine in what they do. So if they are free at 2 o'clock on their lunch break and you're creating great content, then great. You know, again, go look at some of the other people who are heavy hitters out there, and look at how many people are logging on. So just hop on there throughout the hour that they might be posting and look at the numbers. Well, they might have 1,000 people on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you're probably wondering, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. How in the world are these people on here at 2 o'clock? Aren't they working? Well, that lets you know a lot of times people have the luxury of being able to listen, you know, while they still do their work. They might have it in, you know, and they might not be looking at the screen, but they might be listening. So they're still getting the nuggets that that person is sharing. So don't be so concerned sometimes about the timing. If people want it, they'll do it. But you also have to understand the competitive nature of the market. When you're starting out, depending on what you're doing, like I know I might not be able to go head to head with Grant Cardone, but if that's not my audience that he has, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But what I can do is I can pop in there and start to engage with people in the chat thread of that live stream, because those are real people. So oftentimes if I'm, you know, reposting the nugget that he said or bringing more context to him, people are looking at that. They're liking, they're sharing, they're commenting on what I said, but now I can also engage in them, because anytime they like or tag me, then maybe I can send them a friend request. Say, hey, listen, I appreciate you, you know, commenting or replying to what I said. You know, who are you? And now you start to learn about people. Another way to kind of hack is hop into other people's networks. Okay, which is what the strategy was that I was just saying. So again, if you're in some of these groups on Facebook, get involved in the group. I'm in the insurance and financial services industry as well, and I'm in a whole bunch of groups. Now, it can get somewhat overwhelming if you're doing too much. So you also want to make sure you're not trying to bite off more than you can chew, because you can become absorbed in groups and learning and posting. So make sure whatever you're doing is manageable. And that's why I like using the automation tools like chatbots and things like that can kind of help me be virtually anywhere and everywhere, but nowhere at the same time. So for me, I just got out there. I love to speak. So anytime I'm speaking, like I love to go live. I love to do random posts here and there. And the good thing about some of this content is it stays out there. And I've had people who come back and like the video that I recorded, I don't know, like 2 years ago. And it was one of those things where when they finally watched it, it was like, man, I was just thinking about this. I needed this today. And I'm thinking, what, like, you needed what today? Like, I was 2 years ago. And you might think that it's not relevant, but depending on what your content is, when I'm talking about things of personal development, it is going to be relevant because everybody is on their personal development journey in different stages. Okay. So it's not like all of your content has to be some super advanced stuff. Sometimes the stuff that you think is basic, people still don't know. Right. So don't be afraid to throw out some really basic or elementary type content, because that's still going to be attractive to some people because they're thinking, dang, I didn't even know that much. And you're thinking, well, you didn't know how to start the car. You just pushed the button. Well, I didn't know how to unlock the door to get to the car. Sometimes you have to elementary step some people that are following you. But then again, you're also talking about some advanced concepts or whatever you're doing, whether it's insurance or social media or something like that. But using these books, expertsecrets.com secrets, oh man, those traffic secrets, those are really good books, because Hook Story Offer is great. Who are you online to your people? Figure that out. What's your attractive character, right? Okay, if you want to hack, who's your Dream 100? And if you don't know what any of that stuff means, that's more reason why you want to get those books. And there's also a book, Dream 100, and they talk all exclusively about what is Dream 100. So I want you to think bigger. So I like how Christine has it as her thing, the magic of thinking big. Don't think that anybody that you see online is unattainable for you to reach. Okay, that's one of the biggest mistakes you can think. Like, man, I can never be a Grant Cardone. There you go, Alan. I can never be a Nick. I can never be a Jeff. I can never have this. No. Get good enough to bring value to them, and they'll invite you to their market. That's how you see Russell Brunson, Onyx Sangal, Billie Jean. All of these people have worked with a Grant Cardone. They work with a Tony Robbins. And you're probably thinking, wait, if this person's a big social media marketer, why are all these social media marketers and influencers working with some of the same people? Don't they have everything? No. Because they're tapping into each other's networks. So if I have a following of, 10,000 people, and Nick knows how to monetize that, and Nick says, hey, Jeff, listen, I'll come online and I'll offer you 20% of whatever I make within your network. Now, I'm also expanding into Nick's network, and he's in mine, and I get 20% revenue share or whatever on content that he's given. That's not necessarily taken away from my money, guys. It's more content, more value that you're bringing to your people. So sometimes you got to get outside of the me, I, money for me, and think bigger in terms of value that you can bring through collaboration. So that would be some of the nuggets that I would drop.
Booyah. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it, man. Anyone else, guys? Anyone else want to talk about the social media journey? And maybe you're trying to build your social media as well right now. Anyone else want to share?
Jeff, is this you over in Little Rock, Arkansas?
Yes, sir. That is me. Hill Financial Group, a wealth accumulation firm, is me. Top 100 in finance in the country as of 2019.
Yeah. Everyone dropped their Facebook name in the chat.
Unfortunately, I can't add you because I'm over 5,000 friends on Facebook, but you can follow and we can engage that way. I just can't add anybody else.
Yeah. No, I'm just right across I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, awesome, man. That's a 3.5 hour drive, man.
Yeah.
You guys have a beer, mate. We sure have
beer.
Yeah,
right. So question, what line of insurance do you do, Eric?
I'm a captive Allstate agency, but I do have my financial, my securities license as well. Series 6, 63, and SIE all completed.
Yeah, I did 6 and 63 when I got into the industry, and I dropped it because I do more infinite banking and I don't need it for that. But I am going to pick up the 65 after I finish my RCP designation because I want to do fee-based planning. And that's something that,
Yeah.
if you haven't looked into it, our time is worth something. So if you're going to spend time dealing with a client, you should get paid for it. An attorney gets paid for their time. Doctors get paid for their time. We as financial advisors should get paid for our time as well. So keep that in the back of your mind.
Will do.
Boom, there you go. Some financial talk I don't understand. That's awesome. All
Hey, you
right,
guys.
All right. So, Eric, does that answer any of your questions, man? You get any more questions, man? Like, we're just here to help. So whatever you
No,
got.
there'll be plenty more along the way. I just want to, I think Cheryl was jumping in there. I think she had something to say.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Hey, hi, you guys.
Cheryl.
I got to be kind of quiet because I have a small house. I live in LA, and my daughter is doing her online virtual school right now. And also, my partner in crime, Kurt, is asleep. So I'm kind of whispering, and I apologize for that. I have a headphone set on. Okay. I'm a flight attendant based out of Los Angeles, California, and I also work for a network marketing company. And just 2 days ago was announced that 8,100 flight attendants are getting laid off in October, October 1st, 2020. And as you know, through COVID and all this, it's affecting the airline industry. And with the CARES Act, it's expiring at the end of September. So I have a huge network of people that I need to kind of tap into. So I would like anyone's advice on this. I did create my own Facebook group with all airline people, and it's actually getting, well, now I think I doubled my members up to like 120, and it's all flight attendants. And I just kind of want to ask you guys, because I've only been in network marketing for a year, what's the best way to reach out to people that you don't know, but you're in the same industry that might be looking for an opportunity?
Hey, let me ask you first.
Yeah.
What airline did you work for?
I still do. I'm a flight attendant with American Airlines.
Okay. All right. And what network marketing company are you in?
Beyond.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. I just wanted to get a little clarity because every network marketing company is going to be different, and the company that you represent can also determine how you want to target your network of people.
So I'm also in World Ventures, and because I'm a flight attendant, it was a good fit for me. But I just don't, at this time, I want to kind of put it on hold. I'm still a rep and a member, but Beyond is more focused on crypto, which I've invested in cryptocurrency with my boyfriend for years. And that's something that we have a passion for. So that's why I chose to focus everything right now at Beyond, which is a very new startup right now. Okay. Yeah. So any advice from you guys, like how to capture these 8,000 flight attendants are getting laid off. And most of these people are between the ages of 20 and 28 years old.
Cheryl, I got some questions I want to ask you. Okay.
Sure.
So, do you know do you know when I say who's your dream client or dream customer? Do you know what I'm sort of meaning?
No.
Okay. Tell me, Cheryl, quickly, just a brief description. Who are you? Tell me, just describe who you are.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm extremely outgoing. I'm actually in the perfect profession being a flight attendant because I love meeting new people. And I'm a happy person that wants to succeed in life. I don't really require to be extremely wealthy. It's more quality of how I enjoy my life and freedom from having to trade time for money. So for me, I think I'm just happy in my profession and happy changing other people's lives for the better.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Cheryl, tell me, how long have you been a flight attendant for?
34 years.
Okay, tell me, Cheryl, if you don't mind sharing this, or even give us a range. How old are you?
55.
Okay, and you said you have a boyfriend?
Yeah, he's 57, and we're both flight attendants, both 34 years.
Okay, and what was the main reason why you started to become a flight attendant?
To travel and see the world.
Okay, why do you think every other flight attendant becomes a flight attendant?
To travel and see the world.
Cool, fantastic. So we got a little bit of a description on who you are, and who your dream customer, prospect, team, client is exactly who you are, Cheryl. Why is that the case? Because you definitely, when you could, obviously you're like, man, over 8,000 flight attendants are going to lose their jobs. Oh no. All right. But you can relate to them, right, Cheryl, because you have been in the industry for, you said 34 years. So let me ask you this. Obviously, physically, you could find these dream clients in airports or somewhere where you could go, there's travel, right? But let me ask you this, because we're more going online and we're digital now and we have to figure out, where everyone is, where do you think you could find your dream client? Where do you think you could find another you?
Well, I know exactly where, because I'm hooked into all the airline groups online.
And what platform?
Oh, it's just Facebook.
Cool. Facebook. So Facebook groups.
Oh my gosh. I'm a member of at least 10 airline well, more than that, 20 airline Facebook groups with over 5,000 members.
All right, Cheryl, stop right there, because you're about to make $1 million this year or something like that. Something's about to happen here. Damn. All right, Cheryl, let me ask you this. If you're online, Facebook, for example, you're scrolling on newsfeed, okay? Let me ask you this. What would make you click? What would make you click on something? What would be the piece of bait on a hook that would just grab your attention? You would click and you'd probably buy it. Like, what would that be? What would be that something?
Well, it's hard because I don't want to be too spammy, and it's really difficult. Like when I see, are you talking about posts?
Just tell me what you would simply go and buy if you had the choice to click on it right now. Like, what would grab your attention?
I don't know. I have to think about
Ready?
this.
Let's think about this. Ready? Over 8,000 flight attendees are about to lose their job. You're scrolling on social media right now. What is really going to grab your attention, make you click, and probably make you purchase as well, because it's happening?
Money.
Okay, so you want money? Okay, income, right?
Security.
Security. Okay.
Yeah, financial security.
Financial security. And in another case, maybe an online business, right?
Yeah.
Something that can replace the job that everyone's about to lose, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And let me ask you this. Let's say you know where your dream clients are. They're in Facebook groups. You're in 20 of them with over 5,000 of flight attendees in each group, right?
Correct.
You know that what would get your attention would most likely get their attention due to the facts and stats saying that over 8,000 flight attendees are about to lose their job. Security, financial security, maybe starting an online business from home, from their phone, from their laptop, super low cost, right? To get involved.
Correct.
That would make them click, right? That would make them maybe buy and get interested in wanting to find out more, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. They click, they potentially buy, they buy. What result, Cheryl, right now, are you looking for? What result do you want? What's the result?
Well, right now I'd like to build a team. That's what
To build a team in your network marketing business. And why do you want to build a team in your network marketing business?
Because I want to be, number one, I want to be able to have residual income
Okay, so
and not,
yep, you want residual income, recurring passive income. What else?
Yeah.
Why do you want recurring passive income?
because I want to be able to have freedom.
Okay, and Cheryl, right now, why do you want freedom?
To not have to work.
Okay, so Cheryl, why is it important for you not to work in 2020? Like, why?
So I can enjoy life. I mean,
Okay, Cheryl, you want to enjoy life. Why is that important to you, Cheryl?
sorry, I had to drink my coffee.
Good. So cheers. So cheers.
Cheers. Why is it important to have freedom to do what I want to do?
Okay, why is that important to you, Cheryl? Come on, explain. Get into the deep stuff.
Oh, the deep stuff. Okay, well, I want to be able to be with my daughter while she's still at home. She's 15 years old.
Okay.
I love to be at home with my dog. I have a pug that is also the love of my life. And then my boyfriend and I don't want to have to fly until we're 65 years old. That's retirement age as a flight attendant. You know, we're 55 years old. We want to be able to enjoy life and travel and not worry about money. Security, financial security.
Okay, so Cheryl, just dive deep one more time. Why is it important for you to spend time with your 15-year-old daughter, spend more time with your boyfriend Kirk, spend more time with family in general, with friends, maybe go travel, maybe have financial security, have residual passive income? Why is that important to Cheryl DeFonse? I got that right.
Yeah. Because it's my life. I want to enjoy life. I want to have enjoyment of life and not exchange time at work for freedom. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Okay. Fantastic. So let me ask you this question. Do you think exactly what you just told us all right there, do you think those over 8,000 flight attendees want the same thing?
Probably, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you after. I don't know if I can show you on the Zoom, but I want to show you how to market and target those flight attendees online and bring them into your world so they click the button. And you can do it all organically without Facebook ads or advertising as of right now. You can do it. And it's just going to take a couple of things to put together. But Cheryl, every single piece of content that you ever create from now on, you have to target flight attendees.
Okay.
Women just like you. You have to men and women, whatever you prefer. If you want to target just women or just men and women, whatever it is. But just think about who you are, describe who you are like you just did for us, okay? And that is who you want to target and talk to in your sales message, in your piece of Facebook content, your Facebook post. That is when you do a coin zoom post or the between the cryptocurrency and Airbnb.
Yeah.
You do that post, right? Now I think there was one person that liked it. I know I liked it. Maybe it was just me or there was someone else as well. But look at that. So I just saw you write something really simple, but it wasn't targeted towards anyone.
Correct.
It wasn't like, hey, flight attendees, check this out. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like, and we'll get into, I can share Hook's story off a little bit later, that you understand that. But you understand what I'm saying, Cheryl?
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Let me ask you clearly, do you have the .com secrets book?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, are you
Yes.
reading it yet?
I just got it because I was out of town. And I'm back at home in Los Angeles. So I was gone for 2 weeks and it was here in LA at my doorstep.
Okay. I need you to start reading the first chapter today, okay?
All right. Got it.
Fantastic. Did I answer your question? Questions? Talking? Or
Yeah. I'm curious about something. Does anyone on this group, do you guys create your own Facebook group on your own?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
The first one I created was Leaders Are Always Great Readers. And I wanted to inspire people to read more because I'm being real big into personal development. I saw how much of a difference my life changed when I started the personal development journey. And I saw how much value was hidden away in these books. Like all this stuff is hidden in .com secrets. And I knew where I came from a reader. Like if you asked me to read a book, I absolutely would not, because I didn't care. My previous reading experience, as I brought up in school, failed me. It didn't give me anything of value. So I'm thinking, what's the point of reading a book? But I was reading stuff that wasn't targeted to me. So personal development is personal. What am I getting out of it? I can literally take an idea or see where somebody made a mistake and either stop from making that mistake, get out of the mistake that I'm in, and advance my life. So there's a reason why, people who have a lot of success, they are avid readers, right? Can you have success without it? Of course. Some people just, they say a blind squirrel can find the nut every now and again, or even a broken clock is wrong twice a day. So I'm not saying just because you read, you're going to be successful, but it increases your chances a lot because there's so many ideas that can stop you from bumping your head if you just read them but implement them. So it's not just the knowledge, it's applying the knowledge. So we also got to think about, the 8,000 plus flight attendants. Think about from a retirement standpoint in terms of how you guys have been investing money. Do you have a pension plan? Is it a 401k? These people don't have any strategies on what to do with their income. All right. So, or what to do with that money. So maybe you create content around that. Hey, listen, guys, I'm in the same boat with you, right? So you putting yourself in the same category. So it's not like you're person trying to sell them. You're trying to bring value. Guys, listen, we all got the same news. We know what's happening in a couple of months. The biggest thing that I was concerned about is what to do with this money I've been saving for retirement. Well, I found some ways. So, I had an issue. I found a way and I want to share it with you. So that's kind of almost like a little mini hook story offer, right?
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? So here's a big problem that I have. I found a solution and I want to share with you. Hop over in this group and I'm going to be inviting some people to talk about what they can do with their money, right? Or how you guys can take the money you've been saving for retirement and, create guaranteed income or whatever the case may be, So that's how you start to target that because that's relevant and it's timely. These people know by October the 1st, they're going to have to make some decisions, right? So what do you think they want to do? Most people are going to, unfortunately, go blow this money on something. They might even turn around and take a vacation because of the stress. Like, man, I need a vacation at this point. I'm tired of flying and serving drinks. I want somebody else to serve me a drink while I fly, right? So what you guys think and you got 35 years of experience, right? What are some of the new people who got 3 years of experience? What do they not know? I'm pretty sure the last 5 years, you probably learned some things that you didn't know the first 5 years, right? So that always happens. So, now how can you take somebody like, guys, have you ever thought about profiting off the airlines without having to serve a drink or push a cart, So now you're kind of speaking a language.
Well, so the good news is a lot of flight attendants have a side gig, a lot, but they don't really, I would say, a few are network marketers, but majority of them have like side businesses where they make, like right now, they make masks. I have a ton of friends that are making masks and, the profit margin is so low, but everyone has we got rid of our pension at American Airlines, unfortunately. So now we're in a 401k, and everyone will be offered a severance package based on the years of service. I think everyone will make about, 10 to 15,000 in a severance package. So they will have access to that money and then they can roll it into a 401k, so yes, you're correct. Finance is an issue here. Yeah. Jeff is what I'm talking about.
Personally, for me, I wouldn't recommend putting that into a 401k. That's just the way I teach people. But like people are gonna do it. If you go back and watch the video that Nick and I did, Nick, I think it's probably in your Travel Bosses group when we were talking about infinite banking. That is a powerful concept to learn because it's the black box strategy that's used by the super wealthy, the banks, the corporations. They are really good at protecting their wealth and transferring it to the future. Why aren't we, right? Because sometimes we don't know what we don't know. So I personally started to teach that simply because I didn't want to always keep losing money. I started looking around. I'm like, why, rich people are not losing money like this. How? How are they putting themselves in position to take advantage of recessionary periods? What is this that they don't, well, they know that I don't know? And I became obsessed with this concept of learning and sharing, right? So there's going to be a lot of people in that. So you might say something like, how to take your severance package and turn it into residual income. Well,
Hmm.
what is residual
Sounds good.
income? If you don't know, maybe you should show up and learn, right? How to make sure you never lose another dime in your 401k and profit during any recession. So now you got stuff like that can kind of float out there. And, in the book, they'll talk about split testing. All right. So if you got these different groups, you can run a split test and you can have different headlines. And, if you want to run some ads, put a little money behind it, you test on a cheap way. And once you figure out which one is good, you stop all the rest of them and put some real dollars behind the one that has the most engagement. Like right now, I'm split testing, and I use Facebook algorithms to let me know what's what. And they came back and said, hey, based on the demographics, the ages of between 24 and 35 are responding better to this. Now I can stop the 18 to 23 if I want to, and the 36 and above, because I see who is attracted to what I've written. And now I might want to say, I'm not doing $5 a day. I'm going to do $20 a day because I know kind of what my ROI is. So, that's more advanced. You'll get there. But that's just kind of a little preview of what's going to come as you start to use this content, is learning how to scale. So to your point, a lot of the people have side businesses. So how do you take your side business and turn it into your full-time thing as a flight attendant? Right?
Well,
That's a question though as well.
one good thing about our jobs as flight attendants is we have a lot of free time. So, this is what I hear from flight attendants. They go, well, I got this job because I just like people and I just want to enjoy life and I just want to travel. I don't want to recruit and sell. And I'm not good at that. A lot of people are hesitant when I've approached them on the flights and said, hey, you want to check this out? This is really cool. It's in the travel industry. This is a perfect, two worlds coming together. And I got a lot of pushback. And, I still was very positive, but I think now that they're all losing their job, there's definitely a sense of desperation, but I don't want to be too spammy. You know what I mean, Jeff?
Yeah, no, and that's good that you're even thinking that way. But that's why you have to find out what radio station they're subscribed to, and everybody is subscribed to the exact same radio station, WIIFM. What's in it for me? So find out what it is that troubles them. Just like Nick went and engaged in the deeper level of questions with you, ask them what's their why. So, hey, what's your plan after you do this? Well, why are you trying to go that direction, right? And it's not like you're trying to sell them. You're just creating curiosity with the way you're asking questions, right? Because sometimes people don't ask questions like that and really engage people. I taught something the other day called form, right? You're probably flying with different crews here and there. So you're figuring out, something about them. Form is an acronym, FORM, family, occupation, recreation, money, or message. Well, you don't know about their family in most cases. You know what kind of occupation they have, but maybe you don't know what's coming next for them or what their side business is, right? So that's where you can kind of use the occupation piece. We know they're a flight attendant, but hey, listen, a lot of flight attendants making money on side. Do you do something like that? Or what do you do? Why did you choose that? And find out what's going on in their brain, and then recreation. What do they do for fun, right? The money or message might be, well, based on what they said, how can you position your offer? What's your money or your message leave behind, if you will? So you have to think about that. But once you figure out what it is that they want or why they do what they do, it's a lot easier to give them what they want. Because sometimes you have an answer, you just don't know it's an answer because we haven't asked the right questions to them to figure out what it is that they want.
Okay, I have another question. So I created my own group for job opportunities and side hustles within the airline community. And as I said before, I doubled my membership numbers up to like 100 and I don't know, 130 members. That's all I have right now. And I'm asking anyone that has a job opportunity to post within the group. So everyone's really excited about this because it's nice for a place for people, flight attendants, to go to say, hey, what are my options? Now, the issue I'm having is some of the flight attendants that I have in the group are posting like every Nick, are you a part of that group? I'll invite you today to my side hustle group.
You invite me. I'd love to see it.
Okay. I have a flight attendant that she is in Euphoria. I think that's what it's called. It's nutritional. And she's posting like every 15 minutes on my group. And I don't want to block her because I want everyone to have a chance to, put the offer up to what their opportunity is. And that's why I created this group. But I'm getting I don't want anyone to take control over the group and constantly spam the group because it's going to scare people off.
Yeah, sure. You got to make clear when people join that they tick the box of, hey, no spammy posts, no this, no that, the rules and regulations of the group. I'm not sure if you've set that up. If you haven't, then if you haven't made it clear, then people will do that. And just because they'll out there free for all, trying to get a buck and all that stuff. So you gotta make that clear. If that's the type of group that you're wanting to create right now, you have to make that clear. And if they don't obey to the rules, then you tell them to stop. If they don't stop, you can knock them out and take them out of the group. You know what I'm saying? All right, take it easy. All right. So that makes sense.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, I got a question about that group. Is it more network marketers in there or just a little bit of everybody?
Mostly network marketers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you could also do to kind of set yourself apart is go and talk about network marketing. Take some of the stuff that we're training on today and you post that content within the group, because now you're not spamming, you're leading people, right? And if you're talking about network marketing as an industry versus just your particular offer, they're looking at you a little bit differently, because if you feel like that lady is being spammy, maybe other people feel like that also, right? So yeah, out of the 100-some people, she might get a person or two that's going to click, right? But people are looking to also be led, not to be sold. So if you're coming with value, then they're more apt to follow you because you're giving them value. You're giving something first. Givers get. You want to be a good go-giver, right? How are you giving value to that group, talking about whatever? Maybe you talk about, think about it. If this is your group, go back to that posting schedule that I was talking about. So on Monday, you're talking about this. Maybe Tuesday, you're talking about this. Maybe Wednesday, you're talking about, hey guys, here's some things I've been learning about recruiting. If you guys are in network marketing, let me tell you some of the stuff that's working for me. If you're not in network marketing, I can help you. Because now, if you're not in network marketing, I can help you. People want to know, does it work? Can I do it? Will you help me? That's what they want to know when it comes to network marketing. Does it work? Can I do it? Will you help me? I'm helping you. Let me help you guys just understand how some of this stuff works. Maybe network marketing isn't for you, but at least let me help you understand how it works. Yeah. So now, again, you're just creating value.
Perfect.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's just, it's like if you educate and through education you add value, the sale will be instant if they want it, get it. And if you educate up front, it's like, just add value first. Everyone, write this down. Add value first, then sell.
Yep.
Add value.
Okay.
First, then sell. That's it. That's a really, it's a secret. It's not really a secret. I didn't know that until I really got into the internet marketing world, and I just was selling everyone, right?
Right.
And so
you got to be careful.
Okay, I have a question. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. I have a question for Alex.
Just remember, know, like, and trust.
Say that again.
You're cutting out, Jeff. Sorry, buddy.
Say that again.
I said, remember the know, like, and trust. So if you're creating content and posting in a group, I'm trying to get them to know me, like me, and trust me. Then they'll follow you. Know, like, trust. So remember, I know we're talking about a lot of layers of things in here, but all this stuff is kind of equally important. Okay, so when you're creating your content, you're trying to get them to know you, like you, trust you. So it doesn't matter if somebody else is spamming, they're going to go after the person they know, like, and trust. And even if they do follow that lady and they realize that they don't really click with her, they'll leave and they'll still be in the group. Know, like, and trust. And you do that by providing value.
Okay. Hey, Alan, I have a question for you. So I'm just assuming you're at World Ventures. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I love World Ventures. Please don't get me wrong. I mean, my upline is my best friend. And I had to go face to face with him and just say, listen, I don't want you to be upset. I'm going to try out a different MLM, and please don't be mad at me. I'm not leaving World Ventures. I just want to put it on hold. Through the issue with the COVID in the world and this pandemic, how are you surviving getting new prospects at World Ventures? And I'm just saying this just because travel is, semi put on hold, not completely, because, I'm in the industry. How are you handling this? I'm just curious.
I'm not doing great. I've been in network marketing before. I was in a business called Your Travel Business, also known as YTB. They started about the same time World Ventures did, but they fell flat on their face. So what I'm doing mostly is I'm working on myself. I've got myself tied into a lot of Matt Morris stuff. As a matter of fact, because of my contribution, which is something that I love to do in groups. I love to add value and just throw it out there, and hopefully it's good value. That and just grabbing an opportunity when it came my way. I'm actually going to end up being a co-author with Matt Morris in one of the books that he's going to be producing with a bunch of other authors. By the way, I was going to ask, did you write that book, The Magic of Big Thinking Big?
No, I wish.
Okay, just a book you really like and want to promote, huh?
Yeah.
You need to,
That adds value to people.
Yeah,
Get
that's
book,
why.
bro.
So how well did that answer your question?
Good. I just am curious. I love Matt Morris. Yeah, I love everything about World Ventures. I really do. I think it's just such a wonderful community of people, and I've gone to every training. I've been very just in love with the company. Seriously. I mean, there's
Some people get into World Ventures for the money and for the travel, but a lot of them end up staying because of the community.
absolutely.
And keep in mind, World Ventures has shifted and added ancillary products, right? So even if travel might not be the big thing right now, they have the Vivid security things, right? And they're going to be rolling out other things as well. So maybe this is the opportunity for you to pivot, because if you're talking people want security, okay. So again, there's a lot of other ways to make money versus outside travel, right? I just hopped on a flight yesterday, so I know people are still spending money because that plane wasn't empty. I wasn't the only person flying, right? So some people are still traveling, but you as a flight attendant can educate them on what travel looks like in the midst of the pandemic. Because a lot of people are afraid to even get on a plane right now. So maybe you say, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you, some travel friendly tips. So think about, I think Nick posted it earlier, 3 tips on keeping yourself safe while still traveling or navigating the airports during the midst of the pandemic. Or maybe if you can, I don't know if this is illegal for you as a flight attendant to maybe kind of do some pictures or recordings of what the airport looks like, what some of the new security protocols. But again, you're adding value. But think about if you're not doing that inside your travel groups, you're just doing that on your regular page because people don't know. And there's a lot of misinformation about traveling as it relates. The only freaking difference is you're wearing a mask right now. That's it. That's the only freaking difference really is you're wearing a mask. So maybe you talk about some travel friendly masks. Like I didn't realize until yesterday that you are, at least with Southwest, you're not supposed to wear the mask with the breathing holes on there. Well, maybe you kind of talk about why, right? That was the first, like I had no idea, but you know, there are certain masks and stuff you can and can't wear, and they gave you some if you needed one. Like if you didn't have the appropriate type mask, they didn't even charge you for it. But again, bringing awareness to what's happening in the travel space helps people say, well, oh, it's not that bad. Now, we're not saying be crazy and just, don't follow the rules, but sometimes just educating people on here's what it is, and here's what the media is saying, but here's what's happening in reality. People are still traveling. They're still going out of the country. Nick and I just got back from Mexico. Good gosh, what, a month ago, right? So people are still traveling. They're still spending money in the travel space. Those resorts were not empty. They weren't.
True.
I mean, they're at 30 to 60% capacity or so, but people are still traveling, right? And sometimes it's a little bit better because you can get in and out of places a lot easier than you could beforehand with very limited weight. Even with that, though, there are some beaches, for example, that might be closed. So you know a lot about the travel space as it relates to the pandemic that people don't know. So now you got the opportunity to bring your expertise and just educate, the general public on some things. And you'd be surprised at how somebody's going to inbox you, hey, what's going on? And now you got opportunities to engage with people and create more, more content. And once that happens, form them, family, occupation, recreation, money, and message, and keep going. What's your level of interest? Are you a flight attendant, or are you just looking at doing some more traveling? Do you normally spend a lot of money in travel? Because if you're in World Ventures and beyond, you got two different sides on how you want to take that conversation.
True.
All right.
Yeah, my team is still in place. So at World Ventures, still have my team, and we're all paying. And most of my people in my team are, I would say, are kind of on a little bit of a hold, which kind of scares me a little bit. But I have reps and also members. Yeah.
If I can butt in, guys. So you know what? At the end of the day, it's like everyone's going to do what's best for them, and all I would suggest is do what's best for you right now. What's going to serve you in the biggest way, and put whatever business it may be on the side for now, on the back burner for the time being. But where everyone's going to really make their income, really make their residual checks, is really where they're going to find new people joining their MLM or affiliate marketing or business in general, is from social media. You all have to get good at social media. So pick your platform. I've chosen Facebook. That's where I'm sort of as my hub. And as Jeffrey and I were saying before, add value via education. And when you share the education, Cheryl and Alan and Eric and Yolanda and Amy, Brian, Jeff, you're going to become an expert. When people look at you and see you now as the expert, they're going to come to you for those things, okay? And then they're going to buy from you because now you've built trust, credibility, and influence. So everyone write this down if you can, or write this in your notes on your phone. It's called The Secret Formula. It's in the .com Secrets book on page 13. We just went over it with Cheryl. But ask, and you guys already know this, who is your dream client, customer, prospect? That is you. And if you haven't wrote out who you are, describe who you are today, and write yourself out on paper. Okay, write it out, all the qualities, what you want to do, all that sort of stuff. Ask yourself, where do you hang out online? Where are if you're a network marketer, I'm guessing you're trying to attract other network marketers that already get network marketing. That would be the easiest solution to minus like 10 objections because they already understand network marketing. You're gonna like, if you're in the travel space like World Ventures, you're gonna attract, you wanna find travel groups. If you're in Beyond and you're looking at the wealth and the cryptocurrency, you want to try and find cryptocurrency wealth. Jeff, you're in finances and the business. Eric, you're in insurance. Find insurance groups. Find wealth groups, right? Find other network marketing groups. Eric, you're in Prove It, ketogenic supplements, okay? You want to find ketogenic groups, fitness groups, okay? And everyone else, and Brian, you're a t-shirt biz, find t-shirt groups, okay? Now I'm going to think about, write this down, the bait. What is going to be that hook? What is going to be that bait you put on a plate What's the food that they're wanting to eat? What are they going to eat? If you give them marshmallows, but really they just want the chocolate and they don't like marshmallows, well, you're going to give them the wrong bait. That doesn't make sense, maybe, because chocolate and marshmallows go pretty well together. Let's just say, like, you want cold ham, Alan, or you want like Hershey's chocolate. Cold ham, maybe it's been there sitting there for a couple of days. You want a fresh Hershey's chocolate bar. Ooh, right? You can see the difference in how I described it, obviously, but you can see you're going to take a different bait, maybe. Maybe you're doing fasting, and I know you're doing, you're healthy and stuff, and maybe the ham might be a better option. I don't know. Maybe it's salad or it's chocolate, right? What is the bait? Okay, and then think about what is the result you're looking for, because most likely the result they're looking for is the same result you're wanting. So write down who they are, where you're going to find them, what bait are they going to bite onto, so they're going to click and buy, and what is the result you want to give them, okay? Now add content, add value, and educate that through your social media. Guys, I want to start seeing all of you starting to do more Facebook posts, Instagram posts, whatever it is. When you do a post, let me know, let others know. Well, this is a community where let us know in the Trial Boss group. Do a post in my group and go, hey guys, I just did a post on this. Anyone, I'll accept the post and I'll approve it. Anyone who can help me out with engagement, like it, comment, tell me what you think, feedback. Boom, they can comment and give you feedback, guys, and make you better. Jeff just put his group, Facebook group, in the chat. If you're not in the Leaders Are Readers Facebook group with Jeff, make sure you get in that group. It's an awesome group. He has a lot of value in there. All right, guys, so think about being consistent. That's the number one. Just be consistent. You go each morning to the gym. Let's just go 30 minutes on a platform of your choice and do a post. Do a great post. And you're not used to this. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. And if you aren't used to the digital space, I'm sorry, you have to get used to it. There's no other way. You have to get good at being online, or you won't succeed in your business, in any business, okay? Social media is going to be the hub where you can find people from India, Australia, Canada, America, Mexico, all in one place. Anyone else? And all these people around the world have the same interests as you, okay? And once you build your audience up, once you get great at organic traffic and organically bringing in leads and sales, then eventually you can do paid advertising. But before you do the paid advertising, because I know some of you may be thinking of that, to do that, get good at organic. Get good at manually doing it. And there's some systems. I'm going to quickly share my screen, guys, because Cheryl, this is going to help you build your Facebook group, Jeff and Alan and everyone else. I'm just going to quickly share my screen, just quickly, so you guys can see this. And I'm going to be doing a specific live stream on this in a few weeks when I feel like the time is right for everyone. But I want to quickly just show you, you guys should be able to see my screen right now. And it's called Social Prospector Pro. Okay, it is a software. Okay, I believe it's around $47 a month. Okay, but what it's done for me, it's like, as of this morning, I've had 10 people wanting to join my Facebook group. If you guys saw, as of like last week, it was around 220 people. As of today, it's like nearly 275, 280 people. So that means I've had a good 50 people added to my group who've filled out the questions, and they're people who are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, digital marketing. They're the type of people I want in my group. There's my dream client, my dream prospect, and they're joining me, okay? Because there's one that does here. It's like a group inviter, right? If I click on group inviter right here, I'm going to click on fetch groups. There'll be a little video explaining what this does, but it goes to fetch groups, and it's going to go fetching group lists right now. This is what's really cool. Okay, watch this. If it loads, hopefully it loads while I'm sharing the screen. But what it's going to do, guys, is I'm going to choose a group, and I'm going to choose my group, and I'm going to find all the people with the same interests as me in this specific group and send them all a Facebook group invite to my group. Now, these people with the same interests as me is obviously the people I'm looking for, the people I want to work with, the people who I want to join my team. And it's all done, guys, with a click of a button. A click. Imagine all the times you've gone through Facebook groups, if you've done this, I have, and you're trying to find all these network marketing people, all these travel people, all these insurance people, all these keto people, whatever it may be. And you're like, oh, this guy, I want to add them, I want to connect with them, I want to build rapport, then I'm going to invite them to my group, or maybe try and show them my opportunity, right? Well, guess what, guys? I can already find, and I don't know if it's going to load because of the sharing and Zoom, I'm sorry, guys, but I can invite people who already have the same interests as me. If I can click, there'd be a button that says, I don't have to choose the people that have the same interest. I can just invite people who, and you got to be friends with these people. So you can do something called a member friender, and you can add all these people in this group. So look at this. For example, I'll see if I can do it live right now if it works. Okay, right now, okay, I'm in a lot of groups, and let's just say I'm gonna pick a group. So many groups to choose from. So I'm going to choose, I've already chosen a couple. So I'm going to go, there's a World Ventures group, WV Trainings and More. Okay, you guys might be in that group if you're on World Ventures. I'm going to select that group. And guess what? I'm just going to turn my mouse. Give me a second. Okay, I'm going to click on my group, which is Trial Bus Lifestyle Secrets. I'm going to click on that group. So now it says I've highlighted both groups. Now I want to click invite. Okay, now it's going to load for me. All the click, guys. It's going to tell me, hopefully it loads, how many people I can fetch from this group and send them all an invite to my group. And I'll let you know the results when this is finished. So you guys, so if you're trying to grow a Facebook group, which you all should be, even if you don't know how, you're just going to go out and do it. I promise you, you have your own group. You can control your own group and show and sell and educate on whatever you want to sell and educate on. Look at this. Found 15 total friends you can currently send invites to. Okay. So here's around 15 people I'm friends with in this group. I'll just click select all and I click invite. Now it's starting to invite. And now it's just loading. It will come up in a minute. Okay. And it'll send all of these guys a Facebook notification, okay, to invite them to the Facebook group. Now, while that's going and while that's loading still, I can do a mass messenger. I can do a mass message, okay? I can do message removers. So if you got messages just blocking up your inbox, you want to remove them, you can. Guys, what's really cool is most of you have inactive people on your personal profile. A whole, like Jeff, you said you have 5,000 friends. I used to have 5,000 friends too. Now I'm like, well, these 5,000 friends barely engage with me. So if I go to inactive or the inactive organizer, I can choose completely remove all the inactive profile accounts that are inactive on Facebook and remove them so I can let new people come in. I can remove people who haven't engaged in my posts on my profile for the last 7 days, the last 30 days, the last 365 days. So if I want real true engagement, I don't want these people as friends. Like, it's not about significance. Having a huge friends list isn't about significance. What's going to pay you guys is cash, is money, not significance, okay? So as a red personality, if you guys know personality colors, I know most of you do, I used to be a real red personality. I thought, look at me, 5,000 friends. Oh yeah, baby, look at me, I'm looking good. All right, but hey, was I getting paid off 5,000 people? Hell no, I was getting paid off like 10, right? And so I would rather have 1,000 highly engaged people on my social media than 5,000 inactive people. You get me? So you could do this all with a click of a button. There's multiple different things you can do here. I have, when you get this, it's a 3-day free trial. So you can trial it out for 3 days and then it will charge you a monthly of, I think it's around 47 bucks. Okay. And you can choose if you want to keep it or not, but I'm going to post a link up in a minute in the chat here, guys. So you can get a 3-day free trial if you want to try it. But it's helped me automate so much on my social media, okay? And there's one called Prospector, which I can't click on now because this thing is still loading because we're sharing the screen. But what this Prospector does, I can actually customize highly engaged social media posts from top MLMers, from top affiliate marketers, from top leaders or people in my industry or profession or business. And I can take all that information and create my own social media posts. So if you're not good at social media content, well, this thing will create content for you. You gotta put your little twist on it, and you will potentially get even better engagement if you were just trialing out a post for yourself. So I can't show you that. Again, our live stream will come out and I'll be demonstrating all of this because I believe this is a software that every person in business for themselves should have. Definitely as we're getting more digital, this can save you time, energy, and money. And as you know, that's really important for your lifestyle and for the life you want to live. It's super low cost on a monthly basis. There's also an affiliate program to this. So if you're interested in making more residual income, hands up. More residual income sounds good. You know you have a team. You know you have people already wanting to do this. And if you refer them to this as well, you can make 33% commissions of each monthly recurring sale, which is just an extra income flow. And you've heard me on other live streams, like I did, yes, I did an MLM and affiliate marketing Q&A workshop. I talked about, hey, people may not want your MLM. People may not want your affiliate marketing business, but guess what? They might want an internet marketing product you've created. They may want your affiliate marketing product. You may want to bring them into your world first, okay, and then get them on the back end of your MLM, because that's just how it is today. People, you got to sort of meet people where they are at. So as that's going, guys, I'm sorry I couldn't show you Zoom. It sort of sucks sometimes with the sharing, but I'm gonna check it up in the actual chat here. If you want to get your 3-day free trial, I've just put up the bit.ly link in the chat. It's a 3-day free trial. You can test it out for the next 3 days. If you have any questions, you can send me a message, and I'm happy to help you set things up and show you how it works. I'll be doing a live on it. So if you all want to become an affiliate with it, you can invite people to that live, and anyone who gets started, you know, I'll do a call to action, and then people can get started on your link. And that's why you can build an extra stream of income. Okay, I'm just being real, guys. People want MLM. People don't understand MLM. They're going to get started with something else first before they understand on it, right? They educate on it. So just think about it. You've got a toolbox, okay? And if your MLM's doing awesome, it's not doing the best, you still have to, like, you're not saying to give up on your MLM or try and find another MLM. That's not the case here. It's just really think on, what do people need right now? They want help with social media. They're looking for an online business. They're wanting residual income. They're wanting to create multiple streams of income. So if you think about anything that I'm focusing on right now, it's all of them. And my real education is going to come from social media, because I know that's what you guys and everyone else is looking for right now. How do I get good at this? And that's why I talk about these freaking books all the time, because they will just show you the map. They'll show you the roadmap. And if you don't like reading, you can get the audio versions with that as well. So guys, I know most of you have .com. I know that all of us here are in MLM. I know that most of us here are in affiliate marketing. And I know we're all sort of getting used to the social media and internet marketing game. And in network marketing in general, they don't teach internet marketing. They still teach you to build a list, to show your top 20 people, go to call your people first. They don't answer, do a text to them, invite them to a launch event, a Zoom event, and that still works. But you got to ask yourself if you want to keep doing that. Like, as we're evolving with the times and we're going more digital, there is so many more opportunities and ways of sharing the information. And you guys might have heard me say this, number one rule is leads come to me. So I don't like I used to be spammy, I used to be really salesy, and I used to do a lot of stuff that I thought I had to do because that's what I got taught from the top big guys, right? And you may know that they still teach that way, and they're definitely not going to teach the internet marketing way of funnels and chatbots and automation, due to the fact most of the cases is they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that. And so if they don't know how to do that themselves, they probably won't teach on it, because they'll think, well, if I can't do it, how can my team do it? And therefore it's not duplicatable. And, you know, at the end of the day, they want duplication. So all I'm asking, guys, is if you want to give that a shot, it's 3-day free trial. Give it a shot. Send me a message if you want me to help you set things up. Be on the live stream, become an affiliate. I appreciate everyone hopping on today's virtual coffee. It's just awesome to connect with everyone at least once a week on like a real basis. Like, you know, we all do our Facebook lives and we talk, but this is like, this is a time for me definitely where I can actually connect with you guys and have fucking real conversations. Mind my profanity, but I love connecting, you know, on the real stuff. We're like getting in the nitty gritty, you know, so it's good stuff. So before we head off, Jeff, Yolando, Eric, Cheryl, Alan, Amy, Brian, if you guys want to unmute yourselves, you got any more questions? You want anything? We got like another 5 minutes left on this call. This will be posted up in the Facebook group and on YouTube if anyone wants the recording after.
No, I don't have any questions, but I want to say this is awesome. You know, I'm glad I was fine. The last couple of days I was on and trying to get on, but I had a couple meetings, so I was glad I got on today. I'm going to try to make it an effort to be on with you guys. I thank everybody that I found on Facebook. I've already sent a connection request. I'm going to do what I can to try to be on with you guys as much as possible because, you know, I just love it. Nick, anything you have, those links, I don't know what you're talking. Like you said, people are doing something in the chat. I guess I don't have the chat feature on my end. I'm on a Zoom.
Okay,
and
man.
so I haven't seen anything. So if you could just message me those links to those to the social prospector and all that kind of stuff, that's something I'm going to try to get set up pretty quick. So, but I do got to run. I got a meeting, but I really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it, buddy. Awesome,
yeah,
man.
this has been great. Thank you, everyone, for all your advice and listening to everything I had to say. I really appreciate it. Yeah,
awesome.
I'll keep.
Go make that happen. Find out the who, the where, the date, and the result. Go do a post today. Everyone do a post today and let all of us know when you do that post. And we can all be on there liking it, love hearting, and commenting and increasing your engagement. And regardless if we're in different businesses or the same business, you know, at the end of the day, guys, we all got the same freaking goal. We all want to be on that beach, drinking a margarita, getting paid and having fun, right? And I would love to do that with you one day. And I think that's, you know, at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. So, you know, guys, let us know when you do a post. And then when you tell me you do a post, I can do a post for you. You can always post in the Trail Boss Lifestyle Secrets group and just let me know when you've done it so I can accept it. And then we'll get more engagement for you guys so you can build your businesses. Okay? Appreciate everyone. You guys rock. All right? Everyone have a great Thursday. Go spend time for yourself. Work on yourself. If you've got a partner, you've got a spouse, spend time with them. Connect with them today. All right? Make sure you think of them as well. You got a business, at least do 1 to 2 hours, which you all do, right? At least 1 to 2 hours today. You work on your business. All right? 60 minutes is all it takes. All right? And just do one thing. Get one thing done. Don't make it complex. Make things simple because there's a million things to do. Like I got a million things to do on this whiteboard right now. I'm like, damn, there's a lot, but it's one step at a time. All right, guys. So I appreciate all of you. You guys rock and have a fantastic Thursday. Okay, guys.
Yeah, we've been trying to get a good view of that whiteboard, but you're in the way, dude.
Like, man, Alan, this thing is going to blow up, bro. It's going to be, like you can see it. Ding, ding. Yeah. It's going to be some good stuff. This is social media influence course. Like network marketing, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, Facebook group, fan page, profile, setting up everything in a 21-day challenge. That's pretty cool. It's gonna be, and I think it'll be some good stuff. I'll make sure everyone gets access to it when it is released. If you want to know more, let me know. All right, guys. So appreciate you, Alan. Thanks for everyone for contributing, and have a great day. Okay, rock and roll, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Let's go. Let's go. See you guys. Bye.